So we're back in the kitchen with Joel. This is our kitchen, and we're inviting everybody else to be in our kitchen to learn about herbs.
Yes.
And we've done dressings and marinades, and right now, and as you know, we are doing this as a start to finish dinner, basically. So we're going to finish off with a dessert of herbs, if you can imagine. But right now, we're going to work with our main, and you've chosen
Rosemary with
rosemary.
chicken.
Awesome.
Yes, garlic
Great herb.
chicken with rosemary.
I think everybody has at one point in time had rosemary with their chicken.
Oh,
Could it be either this way, which is your natural herb,
yeah.
grown
Or
probably
it could
in
be
your
dried
garden,
and
dried.
in little bits. Yeah.
Right. But before we get to that, because we do want to learn the proper the proper boards to use, designated
Yes.
boards to use for all of your produce, your chicken, garlic. So tell us a little bit about that and what we should be mindful of.
So because we're using chicken has salmonella and different bacteria that you don't want to cross-contaminate with potatoes or fruits and veggies.
Absolutely.
It would make us sick.
No.
So in Frankie's at our kitchen, we have a red board, and red board signifies that it's a meat board. The yellow board is something else for us, so we would use that for fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
So the red board always tells me I can use it with chicken, lamb, beef, something that's going to hit at least 65 degrees
Okay, perfect.
when we're cooking it.
So your fishes and stuff are on a different board.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
seafood is on another board.
important to understand. And sometimes if you don't want to do it color coded your way, you can go to other stores and they actually have the picture of what should be on the board.
Yep.
And it's very pliable, it's
Yep,
bendable.
absolutely.
So just make sure that you pay attention to that when
Yep.
you're doing your cooking.
At my
Perfect.
house, I have cutting boards, and we each have our names on it, and each name signifies a different person's strength. So mine is meat, so
You
meat
do
goes
your
on my
meats.
cutting board.
Perfect.
And my partner's is veggies, so all the veggies go on his board, and so on and so forth. So
That's
it
awesome.
makes it really simple.
It's a good teach. It's a good way to bring your kids and your family into cooking
Absolutely.
in your home.
And they love cooking.
That's awesome. So let's
So,
go through the chicken and how we're going to prepare
Let's
it.
dive right in it. So I've got my chicken breast. I
Yeah.
just picked this up at the local butcher shop, and I asked for it to be butterflied. You can butterfly it yourself. You just cut it right in half, almost all the way through, and then you spread it out.
Perfect.
But the butcher did a really good job on this already. I'm not going to worry about it too
Okay.
much.
All right.
So
We
I'm
do
gonna
know
put-
you're just going to split a big thick breast
Yeah.
down the middle and then open it.
So I'm putting some garlic and a little bit of salt and just a tiny little bit of pepper.
And again, this is just to our measurement because we love garlic, but definitely do what
Yeah.
you feel is for your palate, for your
Absolutely.
family's taste, so that you don't add too much or too little.
Yeah.
Because when we get to the herbs, too much can actually ruin your meal.
That's right. Yeah. So that's all you're doing.
That's great.
Like, it's really simple to prepare that. So I'm going to put that right on the same pan with the potatoes, because potatoes take about the same amount of time to cook as the chicken does.
I had no idea. I really
And
didn't
I'm
know
going to do
that.
the same thing. You know what? I'm just going to put that right on the pan.
That's
and I'm gonna
great.
do the third one there.
Because
Oh my goodness.
that looks great.
And then we're going to put a little bit of garlic on that one.
So we have about 2 minutes.
Yeah, we got lots of time.
So we're going to use the rosemary.
Yes, and then we're going to put rosemary, dry rubbed on that. But I'm going to change my cutting board in just a minute. Okay,
Nice.
and a bit of olive oil.
So simple.
That goes in there.
Haven't
That
added too much to it.
goes away. And I grab my yellow cutting board. Tells me I can use rosemary now.
Absolutely. Great idea.
So I'm going to pull a lot of the leaves off of the rosemary by just holding onto the top
Yeah.
and then pulling it
In the reverse direction.
in the reverse direction.
Like the
And you can
tarragon.
see it all loosens off and breaks apart.
I love
and
it.
then all the bits that come off
Yep.
are really easy to eat, whereas the stalk part
That looks
is really hard.
No, you don't want that.
You can cook with that,
Sure.
and
Maybe
it
in
would
a
be
soup.
great. In a soup,
Maybe in a soup.
absolutely.
Why not?
And just as I'm cutting into this, you can smell how
so
nice
good.
it is.
Joel, we have a minute. 1
Okay.
minute.
So
How are we going
That-
to rub this on?
it's just going to go right on like that, because
Oh,
as
you
it
guys,
cooks,
it smells so good.
as it cooks, it's going to just infuse right into the chicken, and it's just going to be tasty and flavorful, and it's just going to be wonderful by the time. So that's going to go in our oven, and what comes out
Ta-da!
is chicken, tarragon potatoes. You can add some parsley. You can add pretty much anything you want as a garnish.
That's
It
awesome.
finishes it really nicely.
That's awesome. And I'm going to have a little taste.
Yeah, dig in.
because I think it's great. Again, you can use any root vegetable.
Yes, sweet potatoes would be great with tarragon.
It's so good.
Yeah, and the rosemary really will bring out the flavor in the chicken.
You have got to try this at home. So we are going to have another little bite. Stay with us. More with Joel when we return. That's what I'm making the food here.